Hello, welcome back. If you're new here and you've enjoyed this video or other videos that are posted on this platform, please share the videos, like them, and subscribe to the channel. Further information can be found in the box below this video. I felt that this particular clip was very important to share with my audience because it does bring light to the subtleties found in emotional, mental, psychological, and narcissistically abusive relationships, right? How they can just come off as normal, just seem so very exciting, the way it should be. They have a very natural energy about them oftentimes. I'm not saying always, but this is how so many hundreds of thousands, if not millions, get tricked or sucked in or gagged into such relationships, oftentimes for the long haul, for years and decades even. Now, the guest on this radio talk show within this clip that I'm about to show, this video clip, her name is Portia Williams, and she is an actress, reality star. She's a radio and TV personality. She's actually the granddaughter of late Jose Williams, who was a prominent civil rights activist. And she was previously married to a NFL quarterback. They were only married for about 2 years. That was about 5 to 6 years ago. They attempted to get pregnant or conceive a child during that relationship, which was unfortunate that she miscarried that pregnancy. But eventually she woke up to the fact that he was not for the relationship when she was filed divorce papers in 2013. She has been on a search for love ever since. She's been in multiple relationships, I think 2 or 3 that were potentially serious but fizzled out. Here, 6 years later, she met Dennis McKinley. They seem to have sparked it off. She talks deeply about their relationship within this interview that we're about to view here on this channel. Now, Dennis McKinley, who is he? Well, he is the CEO of a couple of businesses. In this video, basically, I just want you to come to the conclusion, maybe help me out a little bit here for a change, whether or not he has strong narcissistic traits according to some of the responses she has in this video, some of the answers she gives, or whether no, it just seems like a genuinely a loving, giving, all in type of guy. So like I said, I allow you to be the judge here. And I will also add more commentary at the end of this video. Stay tuned.
When I got with Dennis, I just let everything go, like, come on, let's just do what we're going to do. We're going to see what happens. And I got pregnant.
How do you know when he's the right dude, though? Like, how are you for sure?
I knew Dennis was the right dude. Number one, our chemistry was just bomb. Like, for me in Atlanta, dating just freaking sucked. So I was like, I told my mom, I had just told my, I was like, Mom, I'm done. I'm just enjoying my career. I'm enjoying my friends and family. I'm not worried about a dude. And I told him, I said, but if I meet somebody with the right chemistry, and he was named, at the time I was calling him McKinley. We went out, and as soon as we got together at lunch, I was like, this is the vibe. Like, I'm from Decatur, and we know if we vibe with someone immediately.
You're an energy person.
The energy person.
Okay.
And so we vibed. We stayed together that whole day, night, everything. And we were like together like glue. I want to be special.
How did y'all meet?
We met at his club, actually. He had a club called Dream at the time. And so we went, and I ended up meeting him there, and I got drunk. So my friend let him put his number in my phone, and he called himself. So the next day, he hit me like, yo, this McKinley, you promised we were going to go out. I'm like, who?
I don't remember that.
I don't even know who this is.
Yeah, who said that? Okay, and so we did this whole I'm busy, you busy for a while, and then finally we had this lunch that I was telling y'all about. Got me a husband, honey.
And you said you didn't leave him that day. That day, y'all stayed the whole day?
Stayed the whole day. It was crazy.
At the restaurant?
No. We left there.
Okay.
He said he had to stop by his club crew. Then he was like, oh, I need to stop by that crib.
Oh, I got to stop by the crib.
Yeah, I got to stop by the crib.
Come inside for a second.
Yes, he was like, come inside for a second. I got to get the alcohol from the bag.
So he kidnapped you.
Kidnapped me. For real. We sat there and we binge watched Family Feud.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
And it lasted all night. We just laughing and talking, laughing. And what's so crazy is the purple dress that got his attention for sure is the same reunion that I claimed that I would marry someone and have a child at the same time.
Speaking into existence.
And this
Speaking
year's
into
reunion, look at God.
Look at him.
Yes.
Sitting there pregnant with a ring on.
You know what's interesting though, because you are you have a national profile, but you said you limited it to just Atlanta. Like
Right.
you just finding a man in Atlanta. Why was it had to be specifically Atlanta?
Because when you're busy, it's got to be local. Like, I barely go out, you know what I'm saying? And when I go to bookings, I'm not about to talk to anybody at a booking because you don't know if they a stalker or, something like that. So we had the first date. He told me he loved me.
The first day?
The first
after
date?
The first date?
First night.
Oh, he was
You
going
fell for
hard.
that?
I
mean,
didn't
it worked,
fall
but
for it.
damn.
I didn't fall for it. I just thought, damn, he's drunk. He's really drunk. But he meant that, and so, no, we didn't cut everybody off right then.
So y'all cuddled that night. If he said I love you, y'all cuddled.
Did y'all sleep with each other on the first night, Porsche?
Y'all
that
bumped
first
uglies.
date?
Okay, I'm
Y'all bumped
pregnant.
uglies.
I'm pregnant. I had a baby by him. We are engaged. Is it okay?
Yes,
so
it's okay.
I don't remember. I think we did.
They bumped uglies.
So y'all slept with each other on the first night. It's fine.
He said I love you.
It worked
absolutely.
out.
We was bumping belly buttons.
There you go. All right, there you go. There you go.
So went down.
You sure you wasn't drunk?
Yes, we were
Okay.
drinking
He said yes.
too. Yeah, but we started drinking later on in the night.
Got
Okay.
you.
So, what was I telling y'all?
He was talking
That
about how
you
he
was
said
having
he
sex
loved
on the
you.
first night.
Oh, yeah, so he told me
That's why he said he loves you.
He
Yeah.
told me
What did you do to him to
no,
make you say I love you?
No, he told
love
me.
you.
He told me he leaned over and told me he loved me after the 6th episode of Family Feud.
Okay.
Just before we even went
What was
upstairs.
on that episode?
It
You
was
sure he
just-
wasn't solving the puzzle?
He leaned over. He was like, "I love you," and I looked down like, he is crazy.
So you didn't say nothing back? Like,
No, I was just like,
Thank you.
"Oh, that's what's up." Like, what?
That's what's up.
Yeah,
That's what's
I
up.
said,
That's
"That's
what's
what's up."
What was y'all drinking?
We were drinking something. Oh, Martell.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know what it is either.
cognac.
but
That's cognac.
It had me lit because
Was
I'm
there-
a Hennessy drinker. So
Was there a copy of Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man lying around? Because Steve Harvey says that you should give women titles, tell them you love them.
well, he had all of it checked up on the list.
Lord
because
have mercy.
He got me then, but we still we didn't exactly cut everybody off right that second. It took like another week, and then we cut
Oh,
everybody
that's,
off.
okay, what about him?
And
What,
then
what
I got
did he have
pregnant a couple
going
weeks
on?
after that.
Because you had girls harassing you like, oh, I was just talking to him. Like,
Yeah, on the show.
mm-hmm.
Well, those girls, they didn't know our exact timeline of when we became monogamous. So they were coming up with their teeth thinking it bothered us. We were like, we don't care.
So how you go from a player to being engaged?
she fell in love.
I fell in love.
After the first night?
Listen, Dennis and I were looking at rings within a couple weeks of being together. We came together. We actually talked about on the first night, like, would you get married? It was like, yeah, I would get married. Why haven't you had kids? He's like, I ain't met nobody I wanted to have pregnant with my baby.
Wow.
And I was like, same thing for me. And so everything just lined up.
How amazing was the sex that night? That both of y'all, after looking
It's
at each
not
other's
all
eyes,
about-
talking about
it's-
getting
it
married.
was a
It's
connection
not all
they
about
had.
sex.
I don't believe. So if he had a little pee-pee and the sex was whack, would you feel the same way?
No.
after
I
the
don't
night?
mind. I don't necessarily mind little pee-pee, but
Yo, watch all that Family Feud. That's a great first date.
bonding. And, somebody, I'm telling you, these girls in Atlanta are walking around dating men who aren't seeing them.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got with Dennis, he saw me. Like, he was like, he just, it was like you meet somebody and they're supposed to be a part of your future. He immediately encouraged me when I talked about things I wanted to do in business. Like, he just saw me. Like, I had been dating other guys who just saw this, you know what I'm saying, or whatever's on TV. He didn't give a damn about that.
He saw what was in here, in your brain.
Yeah, like we bonded like that. And
Now
he
that-
had a lot of tattoos and a bald head and a beard.
You said that's
So that's
all
your
I
type.
want.
Yes.
Family Feud, Martell, and seeing a woman. That's what it takes,
Now
guys.
let's talk about house stuff, okay? because he moved into your house
Mm-hmm.
and you wanted him to pay rent.
Well, yeah, he got to pay the mortgage.
See, now here's the thing. Okay, so pay the mortgage, not necessarily pay you rent, but just.
Well, it's called rent because his name is not on the deed.
Mhm.
Yeah, he likes to call it rent, and I'm like, don't call it rent because that'll make you feel some type of way. Say you paying a mortgage, but he don't like saying paying the mortgage because his name isn't on the deed.
Right. So you had to ask him. He didn't offer. Like, let me take care of some of this.
Oh no, he came right in with the check in hand. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the type of man he is. He didn't even want to move his stuff in. At the end of the day, if you can snatch you up a good man, you want to make him comfortable. And like I told him in the show, it feels like you have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't feel at home. And so even though I know a lot of women feel like, oh, you know, you got that man living in your house, he's never going to feel like it's his. I feel like I can make him feel like it's his.
But he wanted to buy another house, and that's what it was.
Definitely.
You guys definitely were looking at other houses. He didn't want to have to live there. He wanted you guys to get a house together.
Yes.
And then he went and put a down payment.
Yes.
On a
and
house.
I didn't know.
He didn't tell you?
No.
Uh-oh.
So he was imagining all kind of booty parties up in that house. I'm like, you're going to lose your wife in this house because I can't be held accountable, you know, if we have certain crazy parties in this house. So I'm like, okay, let's get a real family home.
Did y'all find one? Y'all found a home?
We're still looking.
Okay.
We're still looking. And I am genuinely considering moving. If we find something that is nice, you know, I'm used to like a bigger home because I live outside of the city. If we could find something like that, I would move.
Did you ever think you would get married again?
I definitely knew I would probably get proposed to because, you know, guys just do stuff like that. But I didn't think that I would say yes. Like, it didn't seem like, after I had the baby, it's become more apparent to me that I really, really, really want to get married. You know what I'm saying? Like, I loved him. I want to get married before the baby. But now it's like, okay, we need to be a family.
Right.
Yeah. But before him, I just really didn't care. I was like, cool. As long as I get a baby, I'm good.
Do you have anxiety about marriage, though? Like, okay, first one didn't work out. Are you scared the second one could have the same fate?
You know what? I don't think I have anxiety, but it manifests itself anytime we talk about prenup, stuff like that.
Ooh.
Yeah, because then I get very protective and I get very, what he said, selfish, you know. But and when I talk to other people, they pointed out to me that, Portia, that's just you feeling like you got to hold on to everything because of your ex.
Right.
You know, if I hadn't gone through that, I would be way more open, you know, whatever. But
yeah.
What would you do different in this relationship?
in this relationship, well, the tables are turned. Are we still talking about prenup or relationship-wise?
Relationship-wise.
Relationship-wise, I would not change a thing. I honestly, in my heart, I genuinely feel like the blessings that I'm receiving is because of the type of wife that I was. My prayer I always prayed and how I always encouraged myself in a bad marriage was just be a good wife to him because your covenant is with God at the end of the day. And as long as you don't worry about what he's doing, he could be an asshole, whatever, but you made a promise to God that you would be with this man and you would be a good wife to him. So I never cheated. I always still cooked. Still this, still that. So the blessings I have is because of that. So why would I change? So I just always said, the man that I get with, he got to be worth it because I'm a good wife. And so with Dennis, I know I can still be that good wife to him, give him that power, and he won't use it against me. He's not going to become like controlling, etc. So I can be more submissive and loving and open to him.
So what about the prenup stage?
Well, we got to do that. That's just business.
Yeah.
You got to do the prenup. You know, my last marriage, I didn't have, not that I didn't have anything, but he was the popular one. He was a, football player, very known, etc. So, of course, he presented me with one. But now it's different. You know, I've accomplished some things that I want to protect as well. And, you know, if we're going to do business, you got to do business.
How did Dennis feel about that?
He's the one who brought it up at first.
Okay.
Him and his mom.
Yeah, his mom actually brought it up.
It wasn't even him, actually.
his
It was
mom.
his mom who brought it up. So, you know, and sometimes listen, prenups put a little wrench in the relationship for a minute.
It does.
Because when you do a prenup, at first, you're all in love, it's giggly, it's cute. But when you do a prenup, I have to position myself as protecting myself. You have to position yourself. So that's separating yourselves. So it's like living in a house with somebody who you are like hardcore negotiating with.
How did Mama come up to you? How did Mama have that conversation
Mama
with you?
ain't have no problem. It was my first time meeting Mama Gina.
First time?
First time. On her birthday, by the way. I had just bought her a Louis Vuitton wallet. And she was like, so y'all gonna do a prenup?
Wow.
And I was like, oh, I think I spit out my red wine or whatever. And but you know, I don't know what type of women he used to date. Maybe he used to date women who ain't had none.
Right.
And so she had to be concerned
That
about
would
that.
sound like she was being protective of him.
Yeah, she had to worry about that. But you know, slowly but surely, she's seen, you know, Portia got a couple things going on.
Portia got a coin.
You popping.
Well, your prenup. What
that
does your
prenup is
say?
good for you.
We haven't started working on it yet.
Okay.
So we were supposed to work on a prenup before baby PJ was born. But it can be stressful. And while I was pregnant, I didn't want to deal with no stress.
Right.
So I was like, let's wait. So now we're about to start working on it like within the next week or two.
So how fun is it to watch the show, right? Portia's having a baby while the baby's here now.
Yeah.
So to look back at like all that time, like you're doing the casting and all of that, of the belly, is it fun for you to watch those things and look at the arguments that y'all had to see where you are today?
It is. And, you know, normally with a different guy, it wouldn't be fun. Because they would be self-conscious of how they look to other people when we argue or whatever. But Dennis, he gets this. He gets what this TV is. You know, I always tell him when we film stuff, especially the season of Housewives, it was hard when Candy and I were going at it because he was like, people saying stuff about me or whatever. I will always say, you know what we filmed. You know we still together. So just worry about the end. Don't let the people say what they're going to say in the comments. They're going to say, F you, F me, I'm crazy, I'm selfish, whatever. But at the end of the day, we had a beautiful baby and we still together.
Because he's not used to that. He
Hell
wasn't
no,
used to that.
He's a very private person. Like, I can't even believe that he got on the camera at all. Like, when he first started filming Housewives, each time he would film, he'd be like, I ain't doing this shit no more. I'm not doing it. Like, I would have to, like, beg him every time, babe, come on, you know.
Are you guys going to do a wedding special?
I don't know.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You might as well get the
They
money.
did a baby special,
If
they
the
did a
money-
wedding
if
special,
the-
a honeymoon
if the
special.
money there to
You
get,
get
why
all that
not?
money.
You know what? I would love to do a wedding special.
There you go.
Because I'm that one. I'm the one of the show. I love people to follow my journey. Like, y'all don't understand when we go through stuff. When people leave comments on Instagram or wherever, we see them and they really do encourage us.
Right.
Like, people saw my journey of they didn't know they know I had lost a child, so now they know I have one. They're so encouraging. Like, so why not? Let
Absolutely.
them see the whole process.
How does your side of the family get along with your fiance's side of the family? Is it all good?
So
Especially being that it happened so fast.
Uh-oh.
That's the thing. That's what was going on during the baby special because we got together fast, we got pregnant fast, and
Have y'all gotten into a fight yet with the family there? Or not yet?
yes, they
And they jump in.
you know, I always say let's not fight in front of them, but I just blurt out with stuff. So we'll be talking about something, and then me and him will get into it, and they'll be sitting there, and they have opinions. But my thing is with Mama Gina, her opinions always are on the side of him, and I'm like, you'll never see my side. Like, what about my side? So
He seems like he caters to you a lot, though.
yeah, he does.
I feel like he does,
He does.
which is nice. It's sweet.
Yeah, he does. He's sweet. He understands me and he caters to me, but he's really close with his mom. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say he's a mama's boy.
That's what that means, though. You're a mama's boy.
Yeah, man. But it's just like, see, I know what could happen in a marriage if you let other people in it, you know, because I've been there, done that. He hasn't. So I'm just trying to like teach them in a way that it has to be just us. Even me, I got to teach myself. Like, when we go through stuff, I try hard not to tell my mom. The first person you want to call when you argue with your spouse is your mama.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's your comfort.
Then y'all make up, and then your mom's like,
And then she
remembers
still
that,
feels
yeah.
some type of way. You know what I'm saying? So it's so hard for me not to tell my mom everything we go through, but it's going to pay off. It's the best thing.
What about your sister and your friends? 'Cause I know they had to be like, nigga, you tripping. You just met this man.
But they can hide it better. Mamas
Okay.
can't hide it.
Yeah.
Friends can hide it. Like, my sister can sit right there and be like, I can't stand your ass. And still, you know, enjoy the day and turn up and have shots. But
I feel
she
like your
cannot
friends were
deal with
also
you.
supportive of him because they even would tell you, like, they will kind of check you when they feel like you're not being fair to him.
For some reason, everybody takes Dennis's side. You know what I mean? I don't really get it. Like my friend Shamia, she's like, you know, you're being selfish. You know, you got this man all the way here in Duluth. He want to be in the city. So I don't know. They helping me come around to his side of things.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank y'all for having me.
And when is the next special come on?
Every week, every Sunday.
Every
yeah,
Sunday,
on
what
Sunday.
time?
8, 7 Central.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us. It's Portia. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
So, you watched the clip. Don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comment area below this video. A couple of things I wanted to point out that I personally observed or felt, my personal opinion. One is that I found the questioning or inquiries of the hosts of this radio show. I think the names are Charlemagne and DJ Envy. Those two hosts, I think it's 3 hosts there. Their questions are quite direct, in my opinion, and they went a bit deeper into her personal life than I even feel that Portia herself expected or welcomed. But she seemed to have gone along with the flow. At times she did appear uncomfortable while responding to their questioning. And the third host, I think her name is Angela Yee, she seemed to have been sort of like the buffer in the whole conversation and gave this feminine aspect to the interview. So she came across as trying to turn things around, make Portia feel a little bit more settled and comfortable. But the men in the interview came right out, got very interpersonal with Portia, and they gave, in my opinion, a very masculine male perspective, because the way they were questioning her, they also seemed very doubtful of what the actual intention of Portia's fiance, Dennis McKinley, is, just by the little side remarks they make and the deeper the questioning went. You have to understand that men ask questions differently than women would. And I find that their line of questioning is important in the whole conversation. And, Portia, she kept her composure. She did seem to have to cloak or sugarcoat some of her comments with humor, which is something I noticed she does even on other platforms and other media outlets. That line of thinking on my part, in conjunction with the male energy in that room and their questioning, kind of makes me wonder, NARC or not, NARC or not, you guys let me know how you feel. I just found the conversation intriguing, a little bit edgy, and just to watch her squirm a little bit in that interview, but still try to keep it professional, try to maintain her authenticity. She also seemed a little bit uncomfortable with, what she chose to wear today, probably because she just had a child a few weeks ago and her feminine parts or cleavage area was kind of falling out at times. But, she's attractive, still young, and, sexy, just had a baby, lost a lot of weight, and about to plan for a big wedding. So all in all, I found it entertaining. Hope you did as well. Please come back, join me again. I will leave the link to the entire video below so that you can see the whole context. Hopefully it wasn't too choppy for you here and didn't throw you off too much, but you know what? I feel like I was able to maintain the context of the video because I only took out all the relationship parts of the video, related parts of the video, right? Everything else was miscellaneous. I felt irrelevant. So there you have it. Don't forget to check out the other videos on this channel and the description box below. Till next time, take care of yourselves. Don't forget each other. Bye.